Hey everybody, it's here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, going for Outta Gas. This one's going to best be done in private games. This one is going to be done from the victim's side. This achievement is to perform every single possible type of escape on the gas station map. So there's going to be a total of 5 different escapes to go through, so we're going to rattle down the list. We're going to start off at the spawn. You're going to want to try to meet the Leatherface player over by their spawn in the Leatherface lair. Once both of you are here, you're going to want to try to make a ton of noise so you can wake up Grandpa, as we are going to need to get the basement door unlocked. So make sure you find a bone curtain and just run through it a bunch of times. If you can't find one, you can also try to find a door and just slam it open and shut, and that should also generate a ton of noise. Either way, once Grandpa is woken up, you're going to want to go to this basement door right over here in this corner, and then you're going to want to bring the Leatherface player over. They're going to open it for you, and that's going to allow you to get up to the surface. So once that's taken care of, we're going to take the stairs up, and that's going to put us in the gas station house. Now, once we are here, we're going to tackle the easiest exit first, which is going to be the car battery escape. So you're going to face this way, which is to the right of where you come out of the stairwell, and you're going to notice this hole in the wall. Make sure you go through that hole and then go straight. Go across the exterior, and you should get to this gate right here. That's going to be the entryway to the bridge. It's going to be a locked gate, so you're going to either need to pick it with a lockpick, or you could have a family member just come over here and open it for you. So bring the Leatherface player over and just make sure you have them unlock the gate for you and then open it. Cross the bridge, and that's going to put you over here in the backfield. There's going to be an exit gate right here. It's going to be electrified, so make sure you try to follow the cable that's coming out of it. It should lead you to a car. It can either lead you straight down this road or it can take you off to the right, but it's going to take you to a car, and inside said car is going to be a car battery. You're going to want to go up to said battery, hold the X button to shut off the battery, and that's going to turn off the electricity. Once that's off, it should be safe to open up the exit gate. The gate is going to be locked, so you are going to need to either pick it with a lockpick, or once again, you could just have a family member come over and unlock it for you. So make sure you bring the Leatherface player over once more, and then make sure you have them unlock the exit gate for you, and then make sure you open it up, and then you should be able to pass on through easy peasy and make your escape. So that's going to knock out the car battery escape. Moving on to the next one. Escape number 2, we're going to go for the Fusebox escape. So same as last time, we're going to head on over to the Leatherface spawn, make a ton of noise, wake up Grandpa. Then we're going to bring the Leatherface player over. They're going to unlock the basement door for us, allowing us to get up to the surface. And then once we are there, we should be in the gas station house. We're going to be on the lookout for the fuse. It's most likely going to spawn in this same house right here. For this particular example, we happen to find it in the TV room, which is going to be that same room from earlier with the hole in the wall. So we're going to look right here, and then we're going to pull the fuse off of the wall. Once we have the fuse box location should be highlighted for us. We're going to need a lockpick before we can head there. Thankfully, there's going to be a blue box right here behind the wall. Make sure you grab a lockpick from that. Then it's going to be over to where the fuse box is, so make sure you just follow where it's highlighted and then head in that direction. Then make sure you go up to it, make sure you hold down the X button in order to get the lid off. You're going to use your lockpick in order to take the panel off. Once you have access to it, make sure you hit the X button again to slot the fuse, and then hit the X button one more time to do the repair mini game. Make sure you do the game, match the shapes, and do the little math equation. So it's going to be shapes first, and then make sure the numbers on said shapes add up to the amperage in the middle, and make sure you do that for both rows, which should fix the fuse box. Once you finally fix it, the exit that's going to be in the basement should open, so we're going to need to head straight there. Thankfully, the path that we opened up is going to be in the same house. So back to the middle room, and then down the stairwell we go. Once we pass the door that we took to get up from the basement, we are going to take a hard right, which is going to take us into the north tunnel. Make sure you follow the tunnel all the way through until you get to the back part of it. And then once you get to about here, you should notice the exit door. Make sure you quickly make it through before it can shut on us, and this is going to get us the fuse box escape. Moving on to escape number 3, this one's also going to be pretty easy. Same as the other two, make sure you leave your spawn and head over to the Leatherface spawn in Leatherface Lair. Make a ton of noise, wake up Grandpa, Then make sure you have Leatherface open up the basement door for you, and then everyone's going to head up to the surface. Once the basement door is unlocked, we're going to take the staircase up into the house. We're going to be going for the generator escapes next. So make sure you head to where the generator is. We're going to go through this white door that's going to be immediately after we get up from the stairs. Once you are here, you're going to be outside. We're going to take a left until we get to this fence line right here. Once you notice the fence, we're going to take a right. This is going to eventually wrap around until we can get to this gate right here. This gate is going to be locked, which requires us to pick it with a lockpick. Or once again, you can just have the family member player come over. So make sure you bring Leatherface over, have them unlock it for you, and then you can pass on through to this side of the yard. Once you are in here, this is going to be the compound. The generator is going to be somewhere towards the middle of this area. Look for it. Make sure you hold the X button to turn it off. Your character is just going to kick it a bunch of times. Very easy to find the generator. It's just going to be an oil drum on this X-shaped stand. Make sure you get that thing off, and then that's going to de-electrify the exit gate, which is going to be all the way over here. So make sure you head in this direction. The exit gate's also going to be locked, so make sure you try to pick it using a lockpick, or more likely than not, if Leatherface happens to still be in the neighborhood, make sure you try to bring the Leatherface player over, make sure you have them unlock the gate for you, and that's going to allow you to pass on through. Now, there is actually going to still be a pretty big chunk of the map beyond the gate, but you're going to take this little path right here until it takes you out onto the road. This road is actually going to represent a T-shaped intersection, so you can either go left or you can go right. You are going to need to do both, as both count for the achievement as different escape paths. So make sure you choose one, and make sure you remember which one you chose so we can do the opposite one the next time around. So for right now, we're going to head towards the right. It's going to be a pretty long walk, but the point of escape is going to be right here as you get to the road sign. So that's going to take care of the first of the generator escapes. So as we get into the next game, we're going to do pretty much the exact same thing as last time, but we're going to go down the opposite path. So same deal as before. Make sure you leave your spawn, get to the Leatherface spawn. Make sure you make a bunch of noise, wake up Grandpa, and then make sure you have Leatherface open up the basement door for you. Head up the stairs into the house. Make sure you open up this white door, which is going to put you outside into this part of the yard. Take a hard left until you get to the fence line. Take a right once you get to the fence until you get to a locked gate. Make sure you bring the Leatherface player over here to unlock the gate for you, which is going to allow you to head into the compound area of the yard. Once you are here, make sure you look for the generator in the middle of the part of the yard, and then make sure you hold the X button to shut it off. Once it's off, you're going to head over to the exit gate when the electricity is turned off, and then you're going to need to have the Leatherface player come over here to unlock it for you. Once it's unlocked, we're going to head down the little path until we get to the road, and we're just going to take the opposite direction we took from last time. So this time around, we're going to go with the left side, so just head down left, and then just go down the road until the game actually gives you the escape. So we're going to go this way, and then we're going to have the line of escape be right over here, right next to this bit of roadkill, which is going to be another dead armadillo. And with that out of the way, that's going to bring us to the fifth and final escape plan, which is going to be the pressure valve escape. Same as the rest of them, we're going to start out by leaving our spawn. Make sure you meet up with Leatherface by their spawn. We're going to make a bunch of noise to wake up Grandpa. Once he's woken up, make sure you have Leatherface open up the basement door. That's going to allow you to get up to the surface. Once you are here, we're going to be on the lookout for the pressure valve. The best place to look for it is going to be over where the car battery escape was. So we're going to go out through that hole in the wall in the house, and then we're going to go over to where the bridge is. You are going to need to unlock the gate connecting the middle part of the map with the bridge. So bring Leatherface over, unlock that gate, and then cross the bridge over into this part. Now, the pressure valve handle is usually going to be attached to a pump that's going to be on the side of this particular building right here. So make sure you keep an eye out for it. Once you notice it, make sure you pull that thing off of the pump. that should highlight where the pressure tank is going to be somewhere on the map. Generally speaking, it's going to be on the back side of the house heading in this direction. So cross the bridge back to the middle part of the map and then make sure you try to navigate over to where the tank is. You might have to cross some obstacles, but that's going to be no problem, especially if you're playing as victim. So make sure you get on over there. There should be no obstacles that require any help from the family member players, so just make sure you try to look for the most convenient way there. And then once you get there, you are going to attach the pressure valve handle, and then you're going to mash the X button in order to overload the tank. That's going to cause the tank on the other side to become active, and that's going to allow you to escape through that gate. Now, thankfully, that tank is always going to be in a fixed location, which is going to be right next to its corresponding gate, and that gate is going to be all the way over by where the bridge was. So we're going to essentially backtrack the way we came, and then once we get to the bridge, instead of crossing it, we're going to take a hard left, and that's going to put us by where the gate is. If you get lost, just make sure you look for the water tower. It's going to be an unmissable landmark. And then once we are here, we are going to need to wait until the tank is overloaded all the way, and that's going to get the gate open. It's going to be on a timer, so we are going to have to wait around a bit if we get here early, so make sure you do keep that in mind. But just make sure you keep an eye out for when it does finally open, pass through those gates, and then once you're on the other side, you should be good for the escape. And that should be the last one. Once we have all 5 escapes in, we should be good for our achievement. It's going to be for 10 gamer score, and that's all there is to it.